because I just started with World Changers in 2016. My life has never been the same. I was very legalistic, and that caused a lot of problems in my life. I decided it was time for a change, and I heard the message of grace coming through Pastor Dollar. And I had come to one of his services, and Pastor Dollar's message was so on time. He helped to elaborate what love really was, and I learned more about how much God loved me from it. It was the love of Jesus Christ that I was missing, and that's when I became a world changer.
I became a world changer after hearing the message of grace. I had been waiting to be found for almost 20 years. The message of grace was freedom for me. I walked down the aisle for the first time at 41 years old, and neither one of us had children, and at this point we're having to go to a fertility specialist, and she tells me that my tubes are blocked. The month after the doctor tells me that my tubes were blocked and that I'm not going to be able to have a baby, we conceived naturally. It really was a miracle. Like, God had given us this amazing blessing that I didn't earn. It was totally the grace of God.
It's not by our works that we receive from God. These are all promises, and all that we have to do really is to receive from Him.
Being at World Changers and hearing about the grace message helped to bring that promise to pass. Just the peace of God that came with coming to World Changers and learning about the grace. That is good news. Grace is the gospel. That is good news, knowing that, wow, it's already done. I just had to receive it. I didn't have to work so hard.
So now we're in our 40s and we have our brand new baby.
Yeah!
What if the inspiration you need is as simple as streaming Changing Your World Network? Streaming hope, grace, and the wisdom of God 24/7 for free. Believers are supposed to live in the supernatural. But how do we reach that divine level?
He disciplines and perfects our life. What happens when you start understanding this? You start looking at your life and say, oh God, I depend on you. Help me. Show me how to do this. I'm desiring to want to do the things that you want me to do because He's given you the desire to do that. But then sometimes even desiring to want to live a certain way and to do these things right, you don't get it all the way. And you're like, all right, God, I'm trusting you. You're doing the work in me.
Log on to the Changing Your World Network at 7 p.m. Eastern Time on Thursday, May 16th and Saturday, May 18th to learn all about living life on a divine plane. Creflo Dollar dives deep into God's commitment to take us to that higher level. This special is accessible through the Creflo Ministries TV and mobile apps.
Celebrate Mom with WCCI. Join us for a special Mother's Day service all about paying homage to your mother or the mother figures in your life. Don't pass up the chance to honor your mother with an amazing surprise on Sunday, May 12th at 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time. She won't want to miss it.
Pressing to remember what you said. But this onslaught of thoughts fills my head with dread and unease. Like enemies encamped, shrouded in the dark, I can feel the fascination of too many temptations reaching for my heart. So I need you to hear me. For I know your ears are attentive to the righteous, and I know that your ways are certain. Even when my worries would trample me to dust, still, I know you are good. Your hand is just. So come now, be the salvation for my sins. Help me to begin again, that you would mend this trend of hopelessness. God, deliver me in my brokenness. I can feel your presence, even now in the ugly, in the mess that has been made. You surround me with your benevolence. Yes, your love is on display, and I can see it. Carving roads through the struggles and the troubles, past temptations and devices that seek to choke me out. So come fear, come failure, come opposition or doubt. Jesus, you are my deliverance. Your grace is sufficient. Trusting you is my only way out. Now I turn my mind to dwell on your truth. Curate the condition of my heart to manifest